Ramborough back with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. France campaign, legendary difficulty. An Italian battleship-led task force attempts to bombard Bizerte. Outnumbered French cruisers must defend. Meanwhile, our Malta-based squadron attacks a convoy off Sicily. And this time, the merchants are spotted. The Second Franco-Italian War continues. Italians are coming to bombard Bizerte. Battleships, some cruisers, some torpedo boats, and a destroyer. We have 4 cruisers, 2 Bouvin-class heavies, and 2 Lamont-Piquet-class lights to defend. There's our first contact. There's some battleship fire already coming from way over there. Oh, and that was the destroyer. Good. I'm glad that one's out of the way. Second contact. What is this? It's a cruiser. Probably a heavy cruiser due to the fact that it's not smoking up. Light cruiser here. Very, very, very short torpedo range. That's good to see. Uh-oh. That's probably a TB here. And here. Okay, that TB's taken out. I know it's a TB because we already sank the destroyer and they just had one. Heavy cruisers, yeah, they're focusing on this heavy cruiser. Oh no, that's the battleship. That's Venice. Let's loop the heavy cruisers back around this way. It seems like the name of this ship ought to be Venezia, right? Isn't Venice pretty much the anglicized pronunciation of that city's name? Let's check out this battleship. Okay, definitely still a pre-Dreadnought design. I don't remember if we saw these in the first Franco-Italian War or not. Offset isn't terrible. It's below 10. It's not bad for the audit designer. Mark 1, 12.1s. Coal, natural, triple expansion engines, nickel steel armor. It's got a barbette component, double bottom, reinforced 2, anti-flood 3, citadel 3, coincidence rangefinder 1. Yeah, it's a pre-dreadnought, but it's not an 1890 campaign start pre-dreadnought. Is that funnel actually leaning to the side after being destroyed? Does that happen all the time and I just never noticed it before? That's kind of cool. Oh, and its forward tower is destroyed as well. It's got that birdcage mast. That's kind of cool. It looks a little weird not having it both forward and aft. And so I think that was another TB over here. Just let these light cruisers deal with these other light cruisers over here for now, while our heavy cruisers continue to beat up on Venice. Another torpedo boat here, just coming back into view. It's already been shot up a good bit already. I think this was a torpedo boat. Well, I don't know what it was. No. Mains and secondaries. All these light cruisers, guys. May as well smoke up, make it an even playing field. TB down, let it out. Nope, I never turned torpedoes off on these cruisers. Okay, Calabria down. Start working on Giulio Germanico. What does that translate to? German Julius? Okay, how's our... let's go ahead and loop these guys around for another pass in front of Venice. Angle them up through this way. That works, I think. We know there's another light cruiser just somewhere right around in here. There he is. I don't think that torpedo's going to hit that. It's going to go under her stern. Or does it matter much? Man, these Lamont Piquets are putting a hurting on it. Okay, something over here. Oh, Venice is getting torn up by these movings. A lot of structure damage too. You know, it's not just fire starting. There's been 121 fire set during this entire engagement for 3,100 damage. Not all of that is on Venice, of course. 41,000 damage from 2.9-inch guns. Oh, this is a CA. And we've lost sight of Giulio. What's our evening? Cloudy, light breeze and smooth waves. I guess this must be Giulio here, where this smoke is. Let's bring the light cruisers in a little closer. So here's the heavy cruiser, 7.5-inch guns, some 4.5-inch secondaries, and just a couple of 1.8s. 3.2% accuracy, 1.6% accuracy, 0.5% accuracy. Almost no offset. No rangefinder, natural, basic, steam, compact. This is pretty much a campaign start cruiser. Pretty much all of this is available in 1890. Possible exception of the enhanced reload. And that's about it. I don't see anything else here that indicates tech progress. So that's an old cruiser. For some reason, Tonnant has been designated now the division leader here, although Marseille has hardly any damage. Maybe she took a momentary yeah, it looks like she took maybe some temporary propulsion damage that has already been fixed. Says DD, but that's got to be a light cruiser because it was smoking recently. Yeah, light cruiser, Pietro. I don't think we want to come within torpedo range. Let's go ahead and take this light cruiser out. .9 kilometer torpedo range. Ow. Penetration for flooding, engine damage. Oh yeah, she's practically dead in the water or will be soon. It's already slowed to 10 knots. I think she's going to slow more than that. Pola's at 0 knots. Even though Pola still has 75% structure and only 1 tick of propulsion damage. Seems odd. Okay, that light cruiser is down. We've only got these 2 contacts left. Stick the heavy cruisers back around. Venice flooded out. Pola is the lone remaining Italian ship. Now she's moving. Taking fire from 2 different directions. Sarge shooting a torpedo over there. Bizerte defended. There will be no bombardment today. 9 ships sunk. Almost 2,400 victory points. 2,500 sailors denied to the Italian manpower pool. $25,000 damage done by Cassard, second in line in the light cruisers. Yeah, she got inflated a little bit with an ammo debt on somebody. That added to her damage. Oh, wow. Fiscal, almost 16,000 damage with the 2.9s. Less than 400 with her 5.9s. Despite the same number of hits scored by both of the light cruisers, big disparity in damage. We've gotten those obligatory must-fight battles out of the way. Kind of look and see what's going on now. Still 3 more battles available. When I say obligatory, you know, when the battle screen pops up here, you have to fight it. You don't have to fight on the tactical map, but it is a mandatory engagement. You can auto-resolve them. Whereas these others, once those are cleared, these others that appear, these are essentially optional, right? We could click ahead to the next month and not fight these battles. I don't think they're automatically auto-resolved. I think they're just simply not fought. However, when that occurs, if I remember, I haven't done it for so long. I think that Italy would actually, if you don't fight these battles, I think the enemy picks up VP for those. You know what? One of these, I think, let's just test that. We've got one here. It's just a DD and a TB. I'm not gonna afford that. I was thinking I was just going to auto-resolve it, but let's just leave this one alone and see what happens to that destroyer, see what happens to the victory point totals. But we do have 2 other battles. We have a convoy convoy battle here. That is basically a cruiser duel. And we've got a task force battle here. This battle is this Commerce Protection Task Force getting engaged. This battle are the 3 ships in Valletta. Which means that because of these 2 battles, this task force and these ships in Valletta will not be available to protect commerce in the East Med for the next turn. All of our cruisers and destroyers our cruisers in Bizerte and Tunis are still under repair, which means before the next turn goes, I'm going to have to push yet more ships from up, looks like Nice would be a good candidate since they're over capacity. Let's resolve these battles first, and then we'll do that before the end of the month. Right. Lyon, Messina, and Dag are attacking an Italian convoy, which is defended by some heavy cruisers. However, these are pretty darn small heavy cruisers. Like, they're small even for the 1890s. 3,500 ton heavy cruiser. Armored cruiser is really the Suprema class and Ruggiero class. Yeah, just as a little experiment. I mean, I know what the answer is going to be. But every so often, I like to just kind of let's just leave Dog in screen. And just see how she behaves. I'm 99% sure I'm going to be, oh yeah, that's why we don't like to do that. Just every once in a while, I just like to remind myself. Attacks made. Let's see what we got. It looks like it's one of the cruisers. Looks like all 3 of them are in one division. So the others will be right behind here, should be. There's a destroyer here. Okay, screening, in quotes, Dog. Should do a little screening against that destroyer. Okay. Sending some torpedoes after her. And now you're going to turn right into the cruisers. Run away like a... Turn that destroyer up, that's a good thing. It has not fired. It has not launched any torpedoes. That's fantastic. Dog, you're killing me, bro. You're just gonna run right into... That's why we don't like screen. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Oh, and apparently that doesn't... Apparently she needs to... She won't... Apparently she won't smoke herself. Was there fire coming from over here? I thought I'd I thought I... No? Okay. There is fire coming. Transports. Change of plan. We're going this way. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do this. Okay, you're not screening anymore. Dog. You are going to go transport bopping. Okay, Temperanza. High casualties. No, let's just leave those cruisers alone for a moment. Let's bag ourselves some merchants here. It's so rare that you actually get to sight them. Shifting fire to the heavy cruisers. Got to redesignate contact every time one of these transports sinks. At least as long as these are still spotted. Sure, send some torpedoes. Two, three, four, five, six. I think there were 10 transports. Still 4 somewhere up here. Still working on this CA back here. We don't want to lose spot on this CA. The destroyer can take care of the rest of the transports. Sadly, on Messina, head back toward the CAs. There we go. There's another one. Flash fire transport. I think that's number 7. Number 8. There's number 9. Okay. Should be one more up here. There she is. All right, transport's done. Nice. All right, Doc, head on back. It'll take you a while to get there. Okay, CAs, you guys have failed in protecting your convoy. Slow down the cruise speed for accuracy. The destroyer is surrendered, so we don't have that threat. These CAs do have torpedoes, but they're short range. 1.5 on that guy. No torpedoes on Maria Theresa. And 1.5 on Principe. Principe Amadeo. So we don't have to worry too much about torpedoes. It's just a straight up CA gunnery slugfest. We've got various iterations of 7-inch guns as their main armament. Okay, Gaeta down. Principe Amadeo, let it out. Maria Theresa, last target. Over 100,000 damage from 3.9s. That was probably all from the destroyers beating up on the transports, or a big chunk of it. And Maria Theresa. Floods out. Well, that was a pretty smashing success for Messina, Leon, and Dog. Not only did they get all the warships, they got all the transports too, for a change. Sweet. And that will do for this episode. Coming up next time is a pretty large cruiser action in the East Med, where our Commerce Protection Task Force will once again be engaged by a much larger Italian force. If you like what we're doing with the channel, if you like this content, then leave a like, leave a comment, maybe even subscribe. If you haven't seen all the episodes in this series and would like to catch those, I'm linking a playlist of the series here. At any rate, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.